How do you do war in a way of peace? Welcome to our Panini. This is Saratova Best. What a question. Why would I be asking the question? Let's look at the pasuk. Let's look at the parsha of the week and sneak preview. This is the question of the Dvar Malchus of the week. The Sicha of Tafshin and Aleph, 1991, said by the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And what he brings out is the following. And again, it's intensely practical because life is kind of a war, and we can't keep up that war-like feeling all the time. It's too hard on the immune system. So we need to find a way to experience peace within the struggle of life. Okay, so let's look into what it says in Torah for just a couple of minutes. On Shabbos, every Shabbos we read two parshas. The morning one, and then there's the one at Mincha, the next week's one. This Shabbos we read Parshas Tetzei. What does it say? Tetzei l'milchama aledecha. When you go out to war on your enemies. Well, here is a powerful energy. War. You go out to war. The whole thing is just the conflict, the struggle. And not only that, if you're going out, well, where are you coming out of? Oh, you mean your natural habitat is not the place of war? Oh, that's interesting. You mean, your neshama before it came down into this world, up under the Kisei HaKavod, in a beautiful, incredibly luminous place. And it had to leave that place and go out, Kisei, and go, not just go out to war. Life is, the struggle. And they're enemies, aledecha. That is the energy of the Parsha. Very simple to, unfortunately, we can all relate to it. See, as I said that now, a noisy truck just passed by right now. See that? Perfect. Exactly exemplifying that. You sit down to do a recording, and some kind of a noisy machine will be turned on somewhere, somehow, in your vicinity. That's the war of life. That's the struggle. Halavai, it would be only that. Okay, let's look at what we read. Mincha time on this Shabbos. Kisava el haaretz yarashti yashavta ba. You come home to the land. You come to this amazing land, and there's this incredible feeling of home. You've come home. You've arrived. You're home. You're not out there in a war zone. Here you are. You've come home. And when you come to that amazing place, you hear incredible news. This place belongs to you. This isn't a place that you can say, wow, I wish I could live here. Lucky are those who live here. And then say, guess what? You own this. You own it. You'll have to do some work to, kind of claim it properly and settle it, but it is yours. Kisava la'aretz, when you come to the land, v'yarasha, you inherit it, and you settle it. That's a very different energy. So warm, so comforting, so homey, so grounding, so amazing. And you have these so peaceful. So you have this warlike energy in the morning on Shabbos and this peaceful energy in the afternoon. And they both come on the same Shabbos. So the Lubavitcher Rebbe asked the question, well, how do you put the two together? In one Shabbos? And of course, the answer is, as he says, we now do war in a way of peace. We now step into doing war in a way of peace. Now, how we do that practically, it requires a lot of thinking, and it's not optional thinking. It's not like, gee, that might be cute. It's not a cute thing. It's the next step in unfolding the Geula in the world. So it's a, let's just call, I don't want to say obligatory step. That feels like war, but it's an important step. It's one of the next steps. But I want to tell you something pretty amazing. Those 11 months of sichas that the Rebbe said, from Kayach Nisan until Chasayin Adar, in 1991-92, Tafshin and Aleph Nun Beis, every week was another bomb, another revolution. I'm not just talking about revolutions, but in the way that Hashem looks into Torah and creates the world, Estakel Baraisa, Bar Alma, Tzaddikim look into Torah and they create revolutions, not on their own. They don't create revolutions on their own. Nobody creates a revolution on their own. But especially when it comes to, Hashem does the revolution, but they have somehow the merit, if it's a good revolution. But when it comes to tzaddikim, nothing they do is their own. They're creating revolutions for Hashem in their unique way in the world. And you can understand that every week that the Rebbe introduced another massive concept through Torah, through the Sikha of the week, he created a new reality, which then he gave to us to make it into everyday life in real practice. Not just a Sikha one time, but real practice. So the revolution that you could say that he most probably created that week was enabling the world to step into, to be in war in a way of peace. Ki seitzel milchama and ki savel haaretz, both together. Do it in a way of peace. Go through, unfortunately, the struggle of life in a way of peace. Is that easy? Oh, no. Do we know how to do it? Trying. Can we say the following, and I'm going to suggest the following, that we have been empowered since that Sikha to live that way, in a way that only tzaddikim could, and regular people couldn't. And I'm going to venture to say that if somebody had decided to do sociological studies after each revolution of each week, to see people's behavior change, to really study it globally, you would have seen some unbelievable things. Oh, the same truck keeps passing by here as I'm talking about peace. So I would say that, as the Rebbe is saying, Kisetel Muhammad goes together with Yisav al Haaretz. You could have put a group of sociologists from that moment on onto the project, set them in the project, and watch the world, watch and see. Have there been differences, small ones, everyday ones, in which people are living through the struggles in a different way than they are used to doing it? More like tzaddikim always did it, whatever that looks like. That people have not only been empowered to do it, are being empowered to do it, if we look carefully under the lens of, global research, we probably will be able to detect all kinds of small and large differences in how we go through the challenges of life in a peaceful way that regular people could never do before. So maybe this week we can set ourselves on that trajectory of looking to see, where can I let go of the old, it's war and it's struggle and it's so hard, and see it in the new, more upgraded way? Where can I see others do it? Where can I see the world doing it? Where can I myself do it? How can I step into this more fully and encourage the entire world more fully? How can I switch from, I'm so afraid it's not going to work out, whatever it is, to, I'm sure it'll work out, why shouldn't it? Even that simple change. From, it's so hard, I don't know how am I going to, why shouldn't it work out? If it can work out or not work out, why shouldn't it work out? For sure it will. And so maybe find ourselves in this parsha, in the Gula Mitzvah Shlema, turning all struggle into deep, profound peace that has gone through the bubble through the earthiness and come out the other side to present the world with a Geula energy and Geula opportunities so that we can step into the third base and make this immediately now.